will be Rednecks 8B Giselle 5G, another entry from Rednecks Ranch. So if you're following in your catalog, 1420 was second, 1419 was first, 3029 was a scratch, 1416 was fourth, 1415 was sixth, 1422 was fifth, and 3031 was third. The heifer calves and the rest of the divisional champions will be moving into the ring right now for the grand champion female.
And while they do that, Judy, we'll just take a moment. For those of you that were following along in your program, you will note that the champion female was an added entry, entry 1818. If you're looking for her in your program, she wasn't there, but she is added entry from the 2-year-old class, entry 1818. Thank you to Roger Peters for just bringing that to our attention. If you need more information on it, head on over to Cinder's stall and you'll get all the pedigree information on that delightful champion cow-calf pair.
Just to introduce the females again for the grand champion female on the Hereford side, our champion yearling heifer was number 1409, an entry of Nelson Hershey Purebreds. Reserve champion yearling heifer, another entry from Nelson Hershey Purebreds, was number 1410, GH MVP Fair Desi ET 515. Our champion 2-year-old heifer was GH MVP Alyssa 281E, and her calf GH Ruger Alyssa 66G, an entry from Nelson Hershey Purebreds. Entering the ring should be our mature cow, JM New Trend Cattle Company's entry of JDH Ms. 20R Victor 33Z 55D ET, an entry from JC Massey. Rounding out our grand champion female side is our heifer calf champion from K-Cow Ranch, K-Cow Temptation 14G, and our reserve heifer calf champion, K-Cow She's Got Style 150G.
Over in ring number 2, we're going to get started shortly with our Black Angus show. Just a reminder to all of our Black Angus enthusiasts in the Angus show, we're only placing top 3. That's a gold show rule. We're going to continue that on from our show. So our judge, Colton Hamilton, we're going to talk about him in a little bit, but we know that we've got a absolutely amazing lineup of Hereford females over in ring number 1, and our judges look like they're deliberating and nearly ready to bring comments. We also know that our Red Angus champions were over at the Show Champion Shot Box getting that limited edition photo, which we encourage all of our exhibitors to do. Head on over to the Show Champion Shot Box, which the Herefords will be heading to in just a moment's time. Over in ring number 2, we have our single entry summer division. Judge Colton Hamilton, this is your single entry division in the summer section of our Black Angus show. summer division means it is from the 15th of April and beyond. Colton, I think we have a few minutes if you'd like to bring greetings. I'm sorry we haven't done our formal introduction, but we're going to have comments on this first single entry split from Judge Colton Hamilton.
Well, good morning. Definitely, before we start, I would just like to say it's definitely my pleasure to be here today sorting through these cattle. It's a great honor, and thank you to the Alberta Angus Association for giving me the opportunity. We're going to ease into it, obviously, here with our single young heifer calf. Female, it's exhibiting a fair amount of growth here for being just an April heifer calf. A nice solid start to the show, and we'll move on into our older heifer calf divisions.
Thank you, Colton. So your summer heifer calf division champion, entry 1030 from Crooked Creek Angus of Fort Saskatchewan with Crooked Creek Lucy Pride 133G. Next class into the ring will be our spring division. That is our 1st of March to the 15th of April heifer calves. There should be about 8 entries in this class. Over to you, Judy.
It looks like our judge has a few comments on our grand champion Hereford female class.
Yeah, I think the exhibitors deserve a good round of applause here in the Hereford show for bringing out a tremendous set of females for us to evaluate today. Few in numbers, but very high in quality. And I know what it takes to get these cattle prepared for show. There's a lot of time, effort, expense down the road to get them ready for this. And they've done a great job to show the Hereford breeders and other cattle breeders what the Hereford breed needs to continue on with and down the road. So. Very useful kind of cattle here, and we're going to go ahead and slap our champion and reserve champion. Just like to comment on the heifer calves. 2 very similar pattern heifer calves here that you could pick or choose one or the other, but as I said before, we really like the sweetness of that first place heifer calf. The second place heifer calf is definitely going to go down the road and do a tremendous job as well. The 2 bred heifers here, 2 very powerful heifers that are going to make tremendous cows, and you may pick one or the other 2. They're very similar in type, but tremendous pair. And then the 2-year-old calf here, she's just done a tremendous job on this January heifer calf here. She's put a lot into it. Just a April 2-year-old, I believe, with tremendous femininity and very nice udder type. The cow and calf here that we went with today, lots of volume, thickness, easy doing ability, and doing a great job on her heifer calf as well. So with that, I'll let Sherry go out and slap our champion and then our reserve champion.
Right now, nothing else matters. Virgin night. Look around, cause it don't get any better. Have you ever felt so alright? Let's dance, take it slow. Tom Petty on the radio. When we're singing about American girls like you. When I look in your eyes, all I wanna do is bang, bang, baby, like a 4th of July. A lightning strike in the midnight sky. Don't give a damn about the summertime blues. All I need is red, white, and you. Can't let those colors fade. Tell me you're gonna stay. American girls making dreams come true. All I need is red, white, and you pulling me a little bit closer. Heart beating like a big bass drum. Are we spinning on a roller coaster? A free falling into your yum yum. All the bad girls rocking them cut off jeans. And good old boys driving big machines. And you can kiss my ass.
Congratulations, JM New Trend Cattle Company, Grand Champion Female, JDH Ms. 20R Victor, 33Z 55D ET from JC Massey. Her calf at side is JM New Trend Ms. Vicky, 3G. And our reserve champion female goes to Nelson Hershey Purebreds. She is GH MVP Alyssa, 281E. With her heifer calf at side, GH Ruger Alyssa, 66G. Congratulations, exhibitors. We're going to take a short break now while we take our champion photo pictures.
Well, congratulations to the Hereford champions. What a set of females over in ring number 1. And now we're ready from comments from our judge, Colton Hamilton, in ring number 2 on our spring division championship, rather. Judge Colton.
Well, thank you. I think we definitely stepped up moving into this spring division. Really impressive group of March and April heifer calves. Three females are going to come to the top of the class. I really like this heifer that's going to lead off, a heifer with a lot of depth of rib to her, a heifer that's very striking up to her front end. She's got a lot of femininity and extension up through her neck. Just a really attractive made female. The heifer in second, I think, probably matches up as well with her as any of the heifers in the class. Second place heifer is a touch more moderate framed. Just maybe doesn't quite have the depth in through her flank that the first place heifer does, but a really nice female. The heifer in third, a little bit different style. She's maybe a little bit more frame than our second place heifer. This third place heifer, just like to see her have just maybe a little bit more shape down through her lower third, through her lower quarter. But three really nice heifer calves. Excellent division here to move into the heifer calves.
Thank you, Colton. So your spring division champion is entry 1031 from Northline Farms of Ardrossan with NLF Jade 905G. And your reserve spring division champion, Black Angus heifer calf from Remitol Farms, entry 1036, Remitol F. Ellen 288G. And third in that class, entry 1037, MWC Rosebud 18G from MWC Investments of Darwell. We'd also like to pay tribute to Renegade Farms, Pew Farms, Crooked Creek Angus, Riverside Angus, and Rustic Lily Angus for your spring division entries. Our next class into the ring will be our intermediate division over in ring number 2. Our intermediate division, that is our February born.